वो कौन सा पहला स्पोर्ट है जिसके बारे में मैं कंटेंट बनाऊंगा.
Early, was he going to turn up? Scores acrobatic from the...
So I'm going to be talking about 5 or 6 things today. पहली चीज, a recap of what I said about playing all sports and how people reacted. Second, giving more clarity on what exactly do I mean कि जब मैं हर स्पोर्ट खेलूंगा, what does that look like? Third, what is the sport that I've chosen? I will be revealing that. Fourth, my journey in that sport till now. Fifth, what are the plans for that sport right now? And last, what do the next 8 to 10 weeks look like with that sport and everything around it? तो शुरू करते हैं. तो सबसे पहले मैं रिकैप करना चाहता हूँ कि मैंने पिछली वीडियो में क्या बोला था, which was that I am going to be playing all sports. Everyone had a positive reaction. Some people were really excited about the idea. They had questions कि अच्छा ये कैसे काम करेगा? How will you make money? What sports are you thinking? How will you prioritize sports? पहले कौन सा करेगा? Friends recommended tag, chase, or is it chase tag? I find out. A winter sport known as luge.
Thrilling to watch, it really, really was. I wondered at the time why he was going early. Was he going to turn up?
Sailing. Sailing is a sport I've been wanting to explore since I watched this Netflix movie called True Spirit. I do recommend it. Now, for the second part, I want to give a bit more clarity as to इसका मतलब क्या है जब when I say कि मैं सारे sports खेलने वाला हूँ. How am I going to approach it? I'll start with telling you what it doesn't mean. It doesn't mean that I will fix कि अच्छा I will play all the Olympic sports and I'll play them one by one, or India's national games, or any other such list. In terms of how much time will I be spending on them, again, no hard and fast rule. It's going to be just 1 day per sport, or is it going to be 6 months per sport, or maybe even a month. It will be just pure innocent exploration of a sport. Let's take tag for example.
To catch Rendell, who tiptoes along the back wall, takes a trip, a hurdle through the mountain. It'll come down to this for Olo. It's got to be an evasion here for McCarty if they want to move on. McCarty reverses course, acrobatic from the mountain, but a vaulting among the treetops like they're at the Olympics in Tokyo, back under the mountain.
पहला सवाल था कि अच्छा मेरी बॉडी को कैसी ट्रेनिंग चाहिए होगी. ये टैग खेलते का इंडिया में, इसकी एकेडमीज का है, कोचेस क्या होते हैं, what does the life of someone who wants to be an athlete in this sport look like, कौन से tournaments target करने होते हैं. Similarly in sailing, Hyderabad fortunately has a lot of lakes, so which lake, which instructor do I go to, which school do I go to, how to put up a sail on a mast, will I one day want to explore and circumnavigate the earth. This is how the content will be. All I ask is that you keep giving me suggestions for sports. Send me videos, send me links कि अच्छा ये कितना cool रहेगा, और what is it in that sport that you would want to know कि अच्छा what is the life of an athlete in that sport, what is the business of that sport, how does India compare to the world in that sport, where do you travel for that sport. This is how a sport is going to look like and you're going to play a big part in it. Now the next and the most exciting part, what is the first sport that I'm going to be creating content for? Drum roll. It's skiing. When I think about skiing right now, I can only think of myself skiing in Gulmarg. मैं जंगलों के बीच में से सॉफ्ट पाउडर स्नो के बीच में से मूव कर रहा हूँ, स्की कर रहा हूँ, टर्न कर रहा हूँ. एंड विद दैट आई वांट टू टॉक अबाउट माय skiing journey. I've had a very interesting story in my life. Lot of mountaineering and winter sports government institutes in India. मेरा एक दोस्त था जो ये रेगुलरली चेक करता रहता था. उसने मुझसे पूछा कि यार हम इस कोर्स पे चलें, स्कीइंग के कोर्स पे. I had time. I was then working in Bain & Company. I had leaves on my hand, and this excited me. So I'm like, chalo. Although that friend made other plans, eventually it was 4 of us, me, Arnav, Sunil and Madhav. We enrolled for a 2-week skiing course in Gulmarg, Kashmir, organized by Jawahar Institute of Mountaineering and Winter Sports. In one of my next videos, I want to cover this course by this institute. Course includes everything but your air travel and transportation to the institute, which means it covers your food, training equipment, accommodation, everything for 16,000 rupees only. It's insanely cheap. I will brag, but I was the best student of that 50 or 60 student course. Last day of that skiing course, we went to Gulmarg's phase 1. We went up the gondola and skied 3.2 kilometers. And that particular run, skiing that particular 3 kilometers, all of us were like, agle saal aana hai. I can't describe that feeling to you. As a content creator, I accept the limitations of articulating first-hand experiences. It's difficult. In 2022, we decided that we will not do a government course for many reasons. We all had jobs. We can't take 2 weeks off every time. There were now 3 more friends of ours, Sophia, Navreet and Shalini. So there was a larger group. We wanted to learn faster. We decided to get private instructors. But this ski trip, I had an injury. I got an MRI done. The doctor told it was 70% or tear, not a complete tear. I had to get a surgery done, like my 7th surgery of my life. Skiing come back in 2023, which is last year. So this year again, we love to ski. It's our annual, like a tradition now. Now there are 3 people who's confirmed. 2 of them have had ACL surgeries in the last 2 years, so we have to redeem ourselves. So now that you know about my skiing journey, अब आपको लग रहा होगा कि अच्छा what is next? अब क्या आने वाला है? So I'll give you an idea about the next 8 to 10 weeks. First in terms of my skiing plans. अभी सियाटल में हूँ. In India, पहले मैं हैदराबाद से दिल्ली फ्लाइट लूँ, दिल्ली से श्रीनगर, श्रीनगर से फिर गुलमर्ग जाऊँ. It takes a day. यहाँ पे people literally get up in the day कि वो आज सुबह आज क्या करना है? Skiing करते हैं. They drive 1.5 hours and the slopes are right here. This is not fair. I'm going to be skiing in this skiing slope called Stevens Pass near Seattle. I am hoping I can ski for 2 days. I bought a 2-day pass because skiing in the USA is very expensive. I'm also going to be making a video about that. My next goal is to prepare for the 1-week skiing in Gulmarg, Kashmir. As of now, if some of you have seen the conditions in Gulmarg, there is little to no snowfall. Let's hope by the middle of Feb, the forecast does show that there will be a snowstorm middle of February. I hope that's true. The last thing, what does it mean in terms of content? What is going to come next? I have a lot of topics in my mind. How do you plan a ski trip in India? What does a government course versus a private course look like? Skiing in a developed country like US versus India. How do you physically train the body? What tournaments do you aim for? I also want to share my ACL journey. Yes, and the last bit is the X factor, the unknown. I'm sure there will be so many other things that I would want to share. I have a request. When you think about skiing, what is it that you want to know? If you have any ideas or comments, put them below. If there's one thing that I would ask out of all the actions, I would just say that share it with someone who you think would appreciate this video and the ones that are coming in the next 8 to 10 weeks. Thank you. Bye.